Greetings, everyone. Welcome to a guide on how to play Destroyer. I see a lot of my teammates and enemy teammates, and I think that they don't really understand how this class itself works. And it's not really their fault since the game doesn't really explain it all too well. The game says we are supposed to launch torpedo attacks and contest caps, which contesting caps is a huge point of what makes DD so important to win a game. But launching torpedo attacks with a ship like Ragnar doesn't actually have torpedoes. It's I guess they didn't really update their guide. Whatever. Actually, the most important thing you need to do with a DD is to spot and to deny the enemy team's spots. But this dynamic is a lot more complex than how you play battleships or cruisers. With battleships, you stay alive, you deal damage. With cruisers, you help contest the cap, suppress enemy DDs, suppress enemy cruisers, deal damage, stay alive. Staying alive is I would say, a lot more difficult on cruisers than it is on BBs, because on BBs you can just kind of angle in usually and take less damage. But on cruisers you just get overmatched and die anyway. So yeah, but the Ds you don't actually need to deal damage. If you don't deal a single point of damage, that doesn't mean that you didn't help your team win the game, that you didn't provide a huge amount of help in winning the game if you spot and if you suppress the enemy D, enemy DD well. God, difficult to say, I guess. Anyway, let's jump into a game and actually showcase this in a practical game, just a random battle. However, first of all, we're gonna go over the commander skills, since I mean it's kind of straightforward. I guess most people really know how to play DDs. Just take concealment, for example, top build on the top boat. That's pretty straightforward, right? We're not gonna go into detail here. However, for this video's sake, I'm going to take this because survivability is, like I said, is also very important. You need to stay alive in a D as well. It's not like you're gonna get death struck off the board by 2, 3 citadels. However, a Condi can just easily death strike you off the board as well. Now that is a super shit, but it can happen. So you still need to stay vigilant and stay alive. Staying alive is very important for any DD. We're going to go with Last Stand. This is very important. You should always take this. It allows you to get out of terrible situations where usually you might just be dead. Concealment, of course, for Shimakaze, that is absolutely necessary. If you don't run concealment on Shimakaze, you are a liability to your team. We will go with radio location, RPF. This skill is incredible. I would say it's the strongest skill out of any commander skills, not just on destroyers, but in general. It opens up so many possibilities and can alleviate so much stress and negate so many plays from the enemy. But that is quite more of an advanced thing to get into. I will explain how this works in game. We will see. This one is just for more speed at a cost of better memory reload, and Shimakaze is, well, one of the 2 DDs this game first featured, and it has remained the most played ship ever since for good reason. It is incredibly maneuverable, very fast, excellent rudder. It is still one of the stealthiest ships at its tier. No longer the oh, no longer the stealthiest, but still one of the stealthiest, which it does need. And it has very high torpedo alpha strike, which is other ships also have nowadays. And it's not really what this ship does excellently, but it's definitely a strength of the ship. The terror in players' faces is quite incomparable. Okay, let's just jump into a game and see how we play. The most important thing, like I said, spot, deny the enemy team spots. Capping is also very good. Both wins the game. Spotting will help your team win the flank, gain map control, suppress the enemy team, get crossfires in, get advantageous positions, all of that is simply achieved by winning the flank, which requires spotting, which requires contesting, requires DD engagements. Now all of this is difficult to do. DD is a difficult class. One single mistake, if you're in a really bad position, you can kind of get one shot or die in a few seconds immediately. All right, okay, but let's stop. So the first thing you want to do is check the enemy team. Let's check their DDs first. Oh, there. Well concede bolts. I had hoped that there wouldn't be a sub because subs just counter DDs very hard. That's more of an advanced detail though, so we'll not talk about that now. So we're up against the Jäger, which does have better concealment than we do, so we will need to be mindful of that. We're up against the Lucian, which does have a 5.5 kilometer hydro, which is still also pretty dangerous. Hogumo can't really do a lot to us. Shimakaze has the same concealment as we do. So these two are not all too scary. All up front, this one we have to watch out. It also has very high gun power. Hogumo does too. And Jäger can also be a little bit of a problem. Now the next thing you will watch out for is radars. There's one radar, 12 kilometers, 30 seconds. Well, it's not going to be 30 seconds probably, but 12 kilometers. And Edgar might have a radar. Most likely not, but potentially. Now here we already see how RPF is very useful right now. We know where the closest enemy ship is. So we know that the closest enemy ship with the lowest concealment of 5.4 is straight ahead. We can see our own detection down here. And we can know that the enemy ship would need to be where my mouse is right now to actually spot us. We know that they're not contesting, well, not capping, so we can go in fairly safe. Nothing really can kill us right here. Brisbane does have small, concealed radar, so we probably don't want to be pushing in Bowen. I don't think you ever want to be pushing in Bowen, definitely not at the start of the game. And look, there's a DD somewhere here. Now they most likely will not have any torpedoes loaded yet. Do they? Those don't actually hit us. I'm a Dumbo. Yeah, Jaeger might have. It was Shimakaze, so he won't have it. Alright. Okay, so what we do now is, well, we spot. We're spotting the Tsugi right now. How much detection does that thing have? 11.5, it has very good detection. Brisbane is spotted, most likely with counter radar. There we go. We use engine boost to get out of the situation. We see that there is a DD in the cab with us. We didn't spot it, so it's, well, it cannot be Lucian, it's Jäger, so it's going to be Jäger. He's topping us right now, getting shot at. We can use our superior maneuverability to avoid a lot of this damage. Jäger most likely topped us. Okay. Because he topped us, I'm going to actually turn this way. We were going like into this direction here in order to avoid the shells. So he might have topped that way. We will counter top. I've been getting pretty unlucky with my tops, so I'm just gonna use the widespread. If you know where the enemy is and where he will be precisely, if you predict that well, you can mostly guaranteed kill them in one hit. But that is difficult, and players are very terrified of it. So it's a lot down to luck. So it's not actually a terrible idea to just go widespread if you're unsure. Now he does have better concealment than we do. And here's the next thing we do. We don't actually spot a lot of the enemy team right now, but we are contesting. We are doing something useful. And that's always the thing you might want to keep in mind when playing DD. When you feel like you're not really contributing a lot. Like I see a lot of DDs running off the edge of the map, playing behind their battleships and all, not utilizing their concealment. Sitting here in this cap right now is already a good choice. We are denying the enemy DD control of this cap. He doesn't really know where we are. We're staying a little bit angled in so we can run away, and we can also just dodge the torpedoes in case they're coming in. We want to watch out for the mini-map quite a lot. Okay, we're spotted. We do have smoke screen, so in case we do get spotted, we can just go stealth. Yep, he shoots us. We smoke, so we still can. Can we dodge that? Yeah, Shima has great maneuverability. Unfortunately, nobody was there to actually mm, spot him for us. And our team is kind of melting. We're doing well. We're holding this cap. We're not spotting a lot, but that's due to we're just gonna push him out. He doesn't have any support. This is something you're gonna be doing a lot with Shima. You're just gonna be reversing. He did radars. He says his top's back. Yeah. Okay, Harugumo. Why is he not spawned? Nice lag. Okay. We use our maneuverability. Harugumo didn't really hit us at all, rather. Yeah, but it's looking like the game is kinda over already. I'm going to top at the Harugumo. It's gonna be greedy, I hope. But this is you don't need to hit these torpedoes in order to do well. Now, Jaeger doesn't really know where we are, but we still gotta watch out for his torpedoes, especially when going broadside like that. So I'm still going to turn around here. Actually, let me disable chat real quick. There's nothing usually good coming from that usually. Okay, our team managed to win this. Wow, crazy. I didn't think that they actually have it in themselves. Shouldn't have been. Aha. Now this is a dangerous situation. Brisbane does have high explosive. We do have better detection, and he did use radar earlier. We don't actually have to run away, but at the same time, we don't really have a lot of teammates here. He's going to turn away because he's spotted a light cruiser. He's scared. Should be. We have better concealment than everyone else. I didn't need to accelerate. I was just a bit scared there. We will need to accelerate now since he's getting into concealment range. It doesn't matter if we get spotted for a short amount of time. We have the speed to outrun him. He is misplaying a lot right now. That's a bad choice. As soon as he spots me, he's gonna open fire and he's gonna just die. And I almost have smoke. And if I had tops, you would just be able to kill him here. Yeah, this guy is not playing well. This is never do this if you're a DD. You are a gunboat in Harugumo, but you're an old gunboat. You're not gonna run down Shima like that. Now, is he smoking? He's smoking. Is there anyone in detection range? Come on, come on. Yeah, 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 we can just actually just shoot him. Why wouldn't we? Because we miss. We can just shoot him. Is he getting out of there? I think he's getting out of there, not sure. We can smoke for us at Celia. But these torpedoes by not going broadside to them. Smoking for your teammates is not something you need to do. It's just something I do because I like it. I'm going to bait him to shooting me now. You shouldn't do this if you're still learning these, if you're not mastering them yet. He does go down, but we do have good damage. We might just finish him. We did finish him. And now it's just us against the Jaeger. Reversing into the cap is something that takes a lot of time, so you need to be mindful that in the meanwhile, things get going. But being Bowen and Shima nowadays, you only have 18k. You only have like How much do you have maximum? I think maximum is like 22, 23k. You wanna... Okay, our teammate is pinging the C cap right now. Okay, regardless, look at the points. We own A. We will now cap B. Oh wait, maybe he doesn't know where the enemy DD is. We know exactly where he is. Well, somewhere there. Um, so we don't actually need to play offensively here. We don't need to attack Jäger. We don't need to sink him. We don't need to do anything. We just need to stay alive and cap and contest. We don't need to deal damage. Damage is for people who deal damage. Right now, we're not a damage dealer. We don't really have the potential to deal damage. I could go like, try to go here and top them out, but this guy has radar. Yeah, I'm pinging the map, I know, yeah, I know. Okay, we're gonna help on that. Not really, because, the shells are a little bit... Oh man, they shoot at me. This is why I have the skill, by the way. Okay, he has bad aim. Nice, well done. Why is he aiming in front of me when I'm reversing? Whatever, whatever. Yeah, at ranges you're kinda invulnerable. Ah, that's a strong word to use. Not invulnerable, but you're pretty tough. Okay, Lucian is now going attacking from that side, so we're just gonna reposition. Ah, the game is over. We won. We played well. We contested B. We didn't really spot a lot in this game. The main battle was really going on up here, but we did contest. And if the enemy team managed to win A, for example, we would have a lot more points than they do. So they would need to play more aggressively and push into us. And then our torpedoes would do a good job. Uh, does he get it? Oh. The game is almost over anyway. Doesn't really matter. Yeah. Yes, we'd only have 15k spotting damage. That's actually not a lot, but this was... It doesn't look like a blowout. It has been 12 minutes, so I don't think I get to call this one a blowout. There might be Lucian here. I'm not sure. I don't think I'm going to call this one a blowout, but it wasn't really close. Our team did very well, trading out and whatnot. Yeah, I think there's Lucian here. Lucian is an A. Sometimes RPF is acting a little up a little. It like should be exactly where the enemy ship is, but it's not always. Okay, Lucian. I'm gonna set a smoke screen for him. I don't care. I'm going to set a smoke screen for you because you're a bad player and you need a smoke screen, otherwise you can't perform. That's what he's thinking. My paranoia says. I guess he's like training, whatever. I don't know. I don't know why he would refuse that. Then again, if the Brisbane is that inaccurate, hey, got it in. Has a disengaged engine. Yeah, whatever. I like to smoke for my team because I don't really need the smokes anymore. Although they're very, very good get out of jail free card to play more aggressively, or if you make a mistake, something like that. Yeah, okay, this was a good example of an average game nowadays. Maybe not the best to like, explain how DDs impact the game. We only contested, but that is one of the main things you do as a DD. So how about we go from one of the most concealed DDs at this tier to one of the least concealed DDs at this tier. Wait, do I have hit point flag? I should definitely run it here. I should run this as well. That wouldn't hurt. And the rest is useless. Well, it's not useless, but not as good. Alright, so Morador. It's a DD which used to be very powerful and released because there weren't like as many gunboats, as many powerful gunboats. Nowadays, the ship has been power crept a lot because it's neither. Oh my god, what is this matchmaker? Holy, holy. But actually, maybe this is a blessing in disguise. Because, okay, my mouse is broken. A blessing in disguise. Because now we can see how to play DDs when it's not as straightforward. Let's do the same, check enemy team. Subs suck a lot. Let's get into that later. Voice concealment, high speed though. Pretty dangerous when he's ambushing us. Johnny has unfortunately good concealment and good guns. So definitely too dangerous to ignore. Yamagiri also has powerful guns, good torpedoes, better concealment. Everyone has better concealment than we do. There is a lot of damage on the enemy team, a lot of ships which have powerful pushing potential, and which can delete us in one salvo. Okay, we have submarines, and the issue with submarines is even though it says that theoretically it has 5.9, that's not actually true. When they're at periscope depth, they have a less concealment. And I used to think that they can't actually spot you at periscope depth. They can. So even though you're close, you're like 4 kilometers away from them, they just go underwater and you can't see them. So submarines you just can't attack them unless they're like super aggressively pushing and running into an island at the same time. In that situation, you might be able to attack them, but usually not. You should just stay away from them. They're dangerous, and that's kind of ridiculous, and that is the way in this game. Okay, but the first thing we do is we'll actually let the submarine with its superior concealment spot for us, and we'll just chill behind this island. Play the objective, cap. A submarine will probably go underwater soon, and there might be an enemy ship in the cap as well, and there is, but that is okay. Now, what is this? Is this a submarine? I think it is a submarine. Yeah, we are already contesting, and even in this situation, like even when everything is going bad for us, matchmaker wise, we still can do something. Hey, the torpedo angle is actually pretty good. Nice. Okay. Now let's be a little bit greedy here. I don't know. Too greedy. This is the okay, not too greedy actually. There is someone. There's someone there. This is why RPF is so good. We are spotting. Oh, that is dangerous. We have to get out of here. We have to get out of here already. His secondaries are just gonna murder us. Oh yeah. I'm not gonna fire. I am gonna fire now because I can. And I'm gonna get unspotted. Nice. Look, we already lost 4k of hit points just like that. Why is that allowed? And what did he do? Absolutely nothing. Come here, bastard. Yeah, we have to leave already. It's such a shame, really, such a shame. But that's the way the ship plays. It's that's what I meant when it's a little bit parky, but that's okay. That's okay. Now, since he's sitting on smoke, we will not wait until we get detected again and then shot again. We will try to. What do we do here actually? It's a tricky situation. If submarine spots us, we're dead to all of them. If we don't do anything, we are useless. We need to spot, which we do right now. And we need to watch out that we don't get spotted in return. There is someone down there, so we can actually just hide behind this island. And nobody can spot us, but we cannot contest at this point in time, which is unfortunate. At least we can spot this Valparaiso. The EDD is moving out, which is not good. Keep that off. Yeah, we can't really fight him all that much. We can spot. What? Oh my god. We can actually play this ship's playstyle. Holy shit, we can just rush this guy down now. He's too far away. Let's go. I didn't think this would work. Oh yeah. Let's go. Where are you at, Shima? Just have burst fire, so I need to watch out for that. I need my guns. Nice, we got it. Submariners on us. Void torps, which he probably doesn't have right now. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been shooting. Most likely. It's pretty dangerous though. Still, you can get hit by a single torp and die. Whew. We are still kicking. We are undetected. Sub is probably closing in because he's getting greedy. Oh, you will not hit him. He just has enough time to react and not take any damage. But my start, ZD was extraordinarily greedy. Extraordinarily greedy. AvaDD is also in a bad situation now. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for the best situation. And shoot, perfect. He's not actually attacking me right now. He's switching to me now. Oof, perfect, perfect, nice. Well done. Yes, our team is doing the work, and we're lucky. Ah, nice. We are capable gunboat in situations heavily in our favor, but only there. Now we can spot. We can enable the Thunder and the Adaptada to always know when the ship is going broadside. Valparaiso is coming back in. Submarine is somewhere here. What do we do here now, though? I don't want to get spotted by the submarine, so I think I'm going to repeat the same thing I was doing before. As is to just sit here and wait. Oh, this poor guy. Nobody should have to deal with submarines. Look at him. Oh, no. Like, what is the positive here? At least it's not too much damage. Yeah, I guess so. Now, if Valparaiso is Omega pushing, this guy is gonna go behind the island. If Valparaiso is Omega pushing, we're actually gonna die here now for free. Unless we can get that island in between us. He is not Omega pushing. Submarine is somewhere here. Submarine is left. We could now top him. We could actually top him if there was no submarine. There is submarine. We can't really do anything right here. We have to watch out that submarine just doesn't decide to go surface and, you know, we die because he spots us and secondaries kill us. At least he doesn't have severe like secondaries. Alright. Sashi is still there. Yamato. We are kind of suppressing the submarine a bit. He's not really able to top our BBs out well. So that is a positive. Can kind of aim for him maybe. But I have to watch. Oh, hi. How you doing? I'm gonna take that. Because I hate submarines. Probably not the right play. I still don't have an incoming fire alert. But we don't actually have too much gun range, and secondaries only get better with time. Running away from a secondary ship always helps, of course. So actually now that he's going behind the island, we should be able to just turn back in without taking too much damage. That's fine. But we don't have a heal or anything, so we need to be watching out. Okay, this is actually not a terrible situation. Our team has pushed through and see we have stalled long enough to where we actually, you know, get to have the enemy team push into us. Our submarine is still alive. Crucially, if submarine died, this game would have been over already. We can actually top him right here, and I could probably actually fire at him at the same time. I don't want to do that. I don't want to give him secondary charge. Need to watch out. Just go gray line. Really, this ship is so maneuverable. Doesn't really matter. Watch out for the minimap, by the way, to not get trapped in a bad position like I almost did right now. Could have been bad for us. We're lucky, get a hit. Alright. We'll wait for his damage control. Did it get off? It did. It did damage control. Unfortunately, like even if you have 15 torpedoes, a lot of the time this is gonna happen. Where when you're just gonna get terrible spread. Alright, I'm gonna burn him down though. Nice, perfect. We do have 10% fire chance. Gonna use our full booster, and then we're gonna go undetected. Nice, perfect. Even more fires. Now we're gonna avoid some of the secondaries, fix our engine. He's lucky he got his shit off, and avoid the situation. We can slow down right now, make him miss, hopefully, or accelerate alternatively. Yeah, there we go. Nice. That's the advantage of having high speed. Even in a situation like that, you're not just completely toast. And he's pushing away. He's cheating. That's perfect. I might be able to swoop in and kill the sub. Nice. Okay, sub is somewhere here. Unless RPF is broken. Okay. Right. Right. Hmm. Okay. So in this situation, we just completely won the game. Yeah. There's not a lot they can do right now. Could do some target practice, I guess. I'm trash. Maybe we can. What do you think? Top rush him? Probably not. Generally, it's a good idea to always focus on the two primarily, or the three primary objectives: spot, cap, contest. Like spot, contest, suppress enemy DDs. I'm not sure whether suppressing enemy DDs is more important. You're kind of doing that with denying enemy spots already. Like it's kind of the same thing. But yeah, even in this situation, like I could go top out Yamato, and because the ship is so fast, we can do it anyway. Uh, but if I had a choice between topping out a BB or capping, I would choose capping. I'm not actually gonna fire here. I don't want to get spotted. I don't want to stay spotted. I will run it down. I will run it down because I'm. What's he doing? Is he turning in? No. Because I'm greedy. Right, actually we can test the guns a bit. Why not? Randomly chop that. Poor Yamato. It's like I don't know if you can kill me here. Maybe. Nice, we managed to avoid some of that. This is, by the way, not how you should play. At all, most likely. Did he dodge? He didn't. Nice. I didn't. I hit the hit! Accidentally dodged out of them. Oh my god. And I messed up. I didn't think he would dodge out of them. Eh. Can he kill us still, though? Yeah, he can. He can. Alright, GG. That was a bad choice. Oh my god, that's so dumb. No. No. But still, great performance. And yeah, the ship performed well. You know, it doesn't always go down to what ship you play. However, I expected, to be honest, I expected Mogador to to do a lot worse, like the game to be a lot worse than it was. And from there on, I wanted to play probably the most powerful DD I have, at least, which is Smoland. The build I have is a stealth DD killer build, and the reason why Smoland is so powerful is because it has so much consistency and tools at its advantage. But again, this is a basic guide, not an in-depth guide. So we didn't really see the strengths and the importance of spotting. I want to showcase that a little bit more. So I'm hoping this game will allow me to do so. The previous two games, Well, I mean, we did spot here and there, but I didn't actually look at the spawning damage we had with Mogador. We can check that later. But yeah, this game is interesting. So Jäger has less concealment than us. It's really about... Oh, wow. Wait, what? Why is there... Oh, Tashkent is not a cruiser. I know. I just was surprised by the 7.2. See, even Tashkent has more hit points at max. Speed almost the same, has a heal or a smoke and less concealment than Mogador. Crazy. Shimakaze, Yamagiri. So other than Tashkent, every DD has better concealment. No radar, 6 kilometer hydro, 6 kilometer hydro, but that's not too dangerous. Because of RPF, right? We know where they are. We can see on our concealment gauge right here. If the enemy ship is like behind this island, we should turn away right now if they have hydro active, for example. Alright, so how do we play here? This one doesn't have a lot of gunpowder. This one probably does. Oh, I think this was midship. This one has a lot of gunpowder. This one not as much. No radar, so we can actually play quite offensively right now. We know where the torpedoes are going to be coming from, which is a huge weakness for a DD to be broadside onto torpedoes, especially Shimakaze torpedoes, which one-shot us. We can take a Jäger top and live, not a Shimakaze top. So we need to be bow. Well, realistically, we need to be stern in to the DD to, well, make it as unlikely as possible to get hit by a top. Alright, I think I'm going to use this island right here to conceal me. This is something you don't actually have to do. Okay, you know what? For the sake of this guide, I'm going to play very basic. I'm going to just cap and spot. Those are my interests right now. We do have Yamagiri on this flank. We are not the sole DD, which is again there's so many factors to take into consideration. It's crazy. We do have a Yamagiri spotting for us, so we don't actually need to, you know, be the one spotting. Yamagiri is basically Shimakaze. I don't know if it's better. Probably I wouldn't say it's better. This guy's gonna turn away most likely. We're just gonna top there. And now we're just gonna protect this cab. Tashkent does have torpedoes, right? It has 10 kilometer torpedoes. It could have topped us. So we're just gonna... Oh, look at that. You seeing that? That is RPF telling us where the enemy is. Now, as I said, our team is pretty good down there. I wanted to showcase the spotting, man. That's so annoying. It's fine. We don't know where the enemy ship is here. If it's like, it probably, no, it cannot be here. It's somewhere further up. So let's see. Do we play aggressive? We have Kitakaze coming in. The choice. Do we play aggressive? I'm going to play aggressive. It's a slow tops. It's Shima. It's probably a bad choice. It's a bad choice. Let's turn away. Let's turn away. It's a guide. It's a guide. Ah, okay. Yes, I will use radar because I have so many, and it kind of prevents us from getting spotted since we have a 6.1 kilometer detect and this radar 7.5. So Kitakaze also knows like where he is, like somewhere here. So that is the Shikuma actually who's spotting us. Probably where Shikuma tops. Yeah, it's Shikuma tops. I was not seeing Shimakaze up there. Okay, okay, everything's fine. Everything's fine. That was just... Anyway, let's go back to the game. Let's go back to the game. So, as our Yamagiri is apparently decided to leave the flank, we can now... I mean, it does make sense. There's two DDs down there and he's spotted somehow. How? Is it because of Pommern or something? I guess Pommern is pushing up, so it does make sense. We can top him. We will be hydroed here, like I said, right? But... Oh, wait. Hawaii died. Okay. But he just did... Does he die? We can probably gun him down. Hmm. Let's go, Yamagiri. Get him. Yeah, yeah, almost. You almost did it. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Okay, okay. So in this situation, our team is understandably kiting away, and Yamagiri is kind of caught in a bad spot right now. There, Yamagiri is somewhere here. I let him know. We're gonna engage the Tashkent. How much hit points does he have? 22k, 15k. Remember, we don't actually need to kill him. Schlieffen has secondaries. He's turning away. That's great. However, we are a gunboat DD hunter. And their team is kind of playing very passive here. They're not even spotted, like they're not even out here. It's just the Yamagiri. He might actually top this, but 20 should use SP boost. He's topping, nice. I'm going to turn away anyway to avoid some of his burst fire if he decided to use it, which he didn't. It was a misplay by him, but yeah. I'm not going to fire at him. Yeah, see, he knows. He knows, he understands there's no point. He's not gonna do any damage to me. And he did top, I think. We're gonna heal, that's enough. You're not getting any more from that. He did top. He did top at Schlieffen, I think. I don't know. Yeah, but with Yamagiri gone, oh, he did actually top very well. Did he? Yeah, I think Steven's going down. That's crazy. Okay. Okay. Now the thing is, Tashkent is deciding to gunboat it, which is, well, it's working for him. Uh, I mean, Libertad secondaries, but it's working for him for now. It's gonna be, I don't know. I think he's gonna be go undetected. And since he's in Libertad secondary range, he's either gonna shoot at me and stay in there longer, or he's not gonna shoot at me. And he is not. He's gonna shoot at me. So that's a great thing. But I'm going to turn away now. It's not worth it to fire at kiting ships. If a Mont shot at us, I would have repaired. But this is why. Oh, somebody's shooting. Is he shooting? No. Who's shooting? Oh, there. Who's that? That's lava. It looks like they might. Nah, they're not closer. He's actually so low that I'm probably just able to run him down if he decides to push in again, which he might. This is what I mean by DD suppression, by the way. We don't have to kill him. We just have to deal a little bit of damage, get him spotted, make sure our team shoots at him, and that he can't play in like super advantageous positions. Basically, what we did to Yamagiri in the previous game, and that's what gunboat DDs obviously excel at. But Shimakaze can do that very well as well. I think I'm going to play Shimara after this because she's less specific. Wow, look at all of them pre-kited at the edge of the map. Um, uh, are you gonna turn away? Like, I think it's a bad idea for him to be running in here. Our team on the other side is not looking like perfect. It's not terrible, but you should never push into a situation like this. Now, is Libertad gonna do the Libertad or is he gonna eat? He kind of did. He kind of did. Okay, I'm still going to move in here because I want to take him down, finish him off. It seems like Libertad might just do that. Okay. Yeah, again, the game's meta has changed quite a bit. But we could have run down. We could have done it in Mogador too. Alright. Now we play top DD. We keep them spotted. Unfortunately, only for Vermont. Our Libertad is still quite healthy, but he's not gonna fire right now. Now, Vermont is probably not paying attention too much, but he's sitting broadside on. Slava is probably wanting to find some more broadsides. Would you just stop here? in safe distance. We don't need to be closer because we're not actually good top boat. And all he has to do is that accidentally turn in, you know. He did that to dodge Libertad. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Libertad is that scary, but like they would always just do that. Just expect your tops to miss in these kind of situations. Um, and keep one salvo. We'll play Shima. We'll go a bit about topping, but it's just a general guide, not a specific guide. Yeah, and we just keep him spotted. That's all we do. Jaeger's up there. Don't let RPF confuse me. I could be gunboating him right now, which is definitely a possibility for Smaland. But I want to showcase us just spotting. Now, Vermont is broadside on to 2 ships. That is bad play. Libertad is doing it well. He's waiting to ambush the Slava and the Vermont, which is a great idea for a Libertad, because Libertad can actually just do that, and Slava's gonna have a bad time because I'm gonna sit behind the island and grind him down. That's a gunboat DD gameplay right there. So he's gonna turn away, question mark, or is he gonna? I'm just gonna assume he's gonna run it down. Okay, I'm going to gunboat, like I said. This time I'm going to hide behind the island. And use engine boost definitely. If I can't shoot him anymore, guess what? We do have to get out of here before late. Before Slava gets too close. Nice, get ahead. So 2 actually, crazy. How much hit points does he have? He's still half hit points. Slava is coming around, so we kind of have to run away now. Okay, he's also leaving. Nice, that's good. That's good. That's good. We can just turn away this way. Yeah, this is gunboat DD gameplay. I'm personally more of a top boat DD, so that's why I'm not really good at it. But I can do like some basic stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna spot. In this situation, spotting is good because Vermont is, invisible. Now he's not. We can actually like fire anyway because he's behind the island and Vermont has such a long reload. I don't really like to play like this though, honestly. I'm more of a top boat player, but that's fine. We can use radar. I mean, he's still gonna be in the same situation. He just shot. Oh, the other turrets might be loaded. Yep, the other turrets are loaded. We do have enough radars to see what this guy is doing. Oh, he has bullshit shells. And he missed. Oh, RNG said fuck you. I mean, screw you. Sorry. YouTube. We didn't get the fire, unfortunately. But we did make good use of the radar. Oh, we did get the fire. Does he burn? Question mark. He... Oh, I can't see. I think he does burn. I think I see the smoke there. Now, I could just sit here and grind a little bit more, but I'm gonna go and position myself in a place where I can be a little bit more effective. I didn't pay attention to the map. I understand. Our team just completely lost the other flank, and we lost the game. Look, if you're not paying attention, you lose the game. But to my defense, there's nothing I could have done. I could have like maybe killed the other DD. I could have I don't know, spotted the enemy team. But our team was throwing the game on the other side. This was a defeat anyway. This is something I often tend to do. I focus on my flank, and then I uh, don't really realize what's going on in the entirety of the game. However, to my defense, focusing on your flank is what you should do in a DD. There's no way you can win every game, unfortunately. This game is just kind of. I think Potato Quality explained it pretty well when he said that the game is getting more binary. Like, you win, you lose, uh, based on numbers, not really based on play. And submarines contribute a lot to that. Again, 2 subs. Again, we're not gonna be able to do a lot here. However, we do have a great map. This map is excellent for Shima because you can completely lock down the sea cap. Let's check on DDs. This time we have better concealment than all of them. Lushun is scary. Master is not scary unless you're making a mistake or he's ambushing you. And the other one is honestly not scary at all. No radar? Yeah, no radar. Even battleships have radars now. 10 kilometer, 30-second radars. Gonna drink something, 1 second. Alright. Now, Chima torpedoes. Let's talk a little bit about torping. Torping is also difficult for some people. And I think did I land a successful torp salvo? The key is to know where the enemy is gonna go, not where he is right now. Never top where he is right now. That's yeah, a good suggestion. There's some times when there's literally no way for you to miss, but even a small like juke, a small dodge, a small mind game can completely ruin your top run. A simple thing you can do is to not launch all tops at once, especially Shima has right 5, yeah, has 15 torpedoes. So you can launch 2 sets and keep the last just for safety purposes. We know where their ship is. It might just be a submarine, although fortunately they do not detect me and I see when they're in the cap. So that is a good thing. We're gonna go. Interesting. What's he doing? Is that the sub? Is that the sub here? If it is the sub, Elving has to do that. I'm not gonna go there. It's 4 is at the other side of the map. Yeah, and this is where the ships will be hiding, right? They'll be hiding behind this island. So what do? We top them out. How do we do that? We just go. We only have Utrecht here. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you have to watch out for your team. That's very important in a DD. Another reason why subs are just so terrible, like, look where the enemy team is. I'm never topping any of them. Look where my team is. Like, it's even risky to play in that island. Okay, so I'm gonna launch 1 set here. That is the enemy DD down there, most likely. By Lushun or not, actually. What is that? Is that a cruiser? Hindenburg? That is Alvaro? No. Lushun? Was that Shima? Masseur? Is that Masseur? I might be Masseur. I'm not sure, actually. No, Masseur is down there. Who is that? I'm not sure who that is. But there's someone down there. You can't just let a Lucian down. I'm not sure actually who that is. All the GDs are down here, are they? Yeah. Is it this? Can't be the submarine, can it? Yodo. Ah, it was Yodo. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, definitely helped on that by spotting accidentally. Okay. Yodo is also playing at Omega passively. This is why we save the tops. Okay. Now we just go spot. They're all sitting there. Oh, the submarine is here. Oh my god, what is this game? It's so different. Palau. Oh, 4 just halfway dead. I don't think I'm going to rush. Just going to spot. Which are subhuman, submarine, can do on its own. It doesn't really need me, but now he's actually benefiting from my spotting. Which he doesn't really need since he just gets to do that. Which is not too much, he used the wrong tops. I don't need to be reversing like this, but I'm not really missing out on a lot. I would have needed to turn and then reverse again, so I'm just gonna take a chill and reverse like this. Let's check on Yodo. Yodo's going the right way for him, the wrong way for us. We could play a lot more aggressive here, but we don't need to. We don't actually need to. We spot this guy by him firing. Oh, Elbing is dead. Yeah, we might want to contest cap. It's difficult. Could play aggressive here, but we already have the sub down there. You know, two people doing the same thing. Not necessarily brilliant. This guy might just want to get out afterwards, and so we're gonna keep some tops. Oh, he died to Elbing. Excellent play, my guy. Crazy, he's still alive. He dies, right? He dies. No, not you. You didn't do anything. Sub. You didn't do anything. This is what you do when you see subs. Wait, sorry, I missed that. Here. Yeah. What did it say? Plays awkwardly? Ah, no. Okay. Don't know, does Yodo have Hydro? I don't think so. I might it does. Ah, he's too far away though. Yeah, so this game was a blowout, and we know where Yodo is because of Submarine. You know what? We're just gonna run him down and die doing it. But then the game is over and I don't have to sit here do nothing. Guide on how to play DDs. Run it down, guys. Just run it down. We will use the island to cut line of sight, launch an attack, disappear. We spot. Nobody can shoot them because submarines make people unable to play aggressively. And, you know, of course, we're gonna take it slow, take it chill. Get into a safe position right here. We can turn away from that point. In case Yodo tries to rush us, which he is guaranteed not to do. But it's not guaranteed actually, so we should still watch out. I aimed for him to turn out a bit, which he did, and then he turned back in because he wants to greet this. He's not greeting it because our concealment makes him unable to play this way. Unfortunately, we were unlucky. You know, it's just like when they're running away, you can't guarantee top hits. Oh, he has Hydra or something. So, yeah, no rushing him. Is he turning in? I don't know. Ah, he's turning in. Shima's so fast, you don't need to go full speed, you just have to like go half speed and you're already good. Is this up on the surface? Yeah. I'm bored, so I'm gonna get look at him. They're cute. Oh, okay. Oh, sub is not on the surface anymore. Ah, he's too far away, I guess. Ah, he's launching torpedoes most likely. So we're just gonna dodge them by reversing further. But you see how important spotting is, right? He would not be spotted right now, if not for me. I wish I could say we keep him spotted so our team can shoot at him, but the only one who can is Utrecht. That's pretty hot. So yeah, we just spot so that they have to run away. And the game is a guaranteed win, which is, I mean, look, we used to have both subs and all DDs left. They have lost both all DDs, and the only sub who was actually playing the game. Subs are so powerful, it completely breaks the balance, man. You know what? I'm just getting bored. Come on, shoot at me, my guy. I want to play. I want to do something. He doesn't understand. I don't understand either, my guy. I don't know. I'm just sitting here waiting for the game to be over. If I charge into them, Like there's sub there, like they're just gonna run away. There's nothing for me to do here. Like game is already won. I secured victory. We secured victory. We didn't even do a lot. This is not how I'd hoped it would go. At least that helps us win a little bit faster. Okay, but let's see, what else can we cover? We talked about the de-engagements with Smaland. That was a pretty good example. Also with Mogador. Contesting. I would like to have a game where I can actively contest and spot, which is what I find to be the most important aspect about playing DDs. Which is why a lot of games tend to be blowouts, tend to be over very soon, which is what a lot of DD players get wrong. They don't spot and they don't survive. This is the only thing you have to do to identify as a decent, decent DD player. Spot and stay alive. That's really all you need. I'm happy with the DDs to do that. Oh, do we do one more? Yeah. With Shima? Yeah, let's play Shima. Shima is a base DD, basic DD. It doesn't have any special gimmicks other than speed and concealment. So it should be probably the most, you know, basic guide. There's not too many submarines. Hopefully we don't get any of them. The most basic guide on how to play, since Monad has a lot of tools available which other DDs don't. And Morador is kind of, like we saw, dependent on the enemy team to take some action before you can react to it, which is unfortunately oftentimes how you play DDs. How you play World of Warships in general, you react to something rather than act. You don't push unless you can react to the enemy making a mistake and counter with pushing. Makes sense, but I like to just, you know, actually do something. Okay, so how does it look? Shots? It's a good map to showcase this. Although there's a lot of island cover, so consistent spotting might not be possible. What do we have? Yugomo has better concealment. Yeah, basically the same. No, it is not slower. No, this one has 6 kilometer hydro, 5 kilometer hydro. All right. Harland is dangerous. Torps really can mess us up. And Shima is Shima. Two radars, 12 kilometer both. We have SAP, we have OPHE, we have aircraft, and we have more SAP. Okay, okay. This is dangerous, but that's a good thing. We are RPF detected. That means an enemy DD, most likely one of these two. Yeah, most likely not this one, but these three. One of those has RPF, which leads me to think that it's going to be one of these we're facing off. Okay, that is pretty fast. Shima? Might be Shima. They know where I am. They don't have their tops ready yet. Holland might have their tops ready yet. Yugomo, wait, Yugomo doesn't either, right? Yugomo doesn't have better reload than me. Yugomo has a lot better reload than me. Holy shit. They might have their tops ready. I think I'm going to try a little juke here. Go in and then just turn away. Playing with my RPF, the enemy's RPF. If he topped, he probably topped like this way. So I can just reverse into it now, like I like to do. We're just gonna touch the cab once, and then we're immediately gonna stop, because that's when they usually use radar. Nobody can shoot us right now, and we're not. Oh my god, do you see this? But this is no joke how you have to play. Like, if your DD just dies and you're like anywhere closer, you know, game over. you're dead. But at the same time, I have no support from them. 1, 2, we keep the last one. We use 2, so we have a higher chance of hitting him if he actually comes around here. Jaeger's dead. Okay, our flank is in danger. This flank is looking trash as well. Gonna stop. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Wait, Rhode Island also has radar, right? He does, yeah. Is he gonna radar? Did he pass by? He is gonna radar. He's gonna radar. DD is here. DD top, probably. I'm gonna risk it. I probably shouldn't. I'm gonna turn in a little bit more, just in case. Yeah. 5. Shima? Shima? Shima. I'm going to tell my team where the Shima is. RPF is just so good. He only used one set as well, as you can see. Saves the rest for later. I'm going to top this Affondator, Colombo. Sorry, I'm used to cussing at everything. He's just gonna turn away, right? He's just gonna turn away. Actually, there's radar here though, so we should definitely get a little bit further away from these two. These two, these two, if they both fire me, I die. Ah, that's so funny. Okay, I'm gonna go a little bit further. How much detection is? Yeah, 14, and he does 14 as well. So we can definitely stay even out of radar or something. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I topped somewhere. I could have predicted him going there. But there's no way I can actually reliably hit him. So I'm going to keep them spotted and also focus on this Shima who's like somewhere here. Yep, he's trying to stealth top me. What is this guy doing? I don't know. Going to run at him a little bit. I was unlucky, the unluckiest you could have been, but also the luckiest. But Shima usually that is not like special. Shima always gets that. I was just unlucky, but at the same time, that's just Shimakaze concealment right there. I mean, not concealment, like maneuverability right there. He does have a set available, so I need to do this. Turn in and smoke because Colombo will one-shot me. Okay, we're lucky there. Like I said, he does have a set. I'm going to rush it, run at him now. Nice, nice. Does we get the last? We get the last. We do get the last. Let's go. Actually, let's not run at him. Let's not throw the game. This is a good game. I want to stay in this game. I would run him at him now, usually. He's behind the island, probably. I'm just going. Yeah, he's there. Okay. I'm gonna spot him because he's in a bad situation and we can kill him. Yeah. See here, the spotting is working well for us. Our team is actually pushed up a little bit. We're gonna greet this. We're gonna greet this. Ah no, jeez. Yes, nice, perfect. Do we get the van? Fine. Eh. Okay, good. Shima's still there, by the way, guys. I don't want to take the fight with him on my own necessarily. Shima's just the best. I'm just gonna run him down. I can't run him down. Ah, he's getting into shit position. Oh, he's dead. I'm not gonna shoot at him. I'm gonna spot him. Keep him spotted. Actually, nobody can shoot me, so can actually just shoot at him. Nice, let's go. I think I get him there. I'm gonna stop shooting. I want to get out of this situation. I get him. You know, Shima is just the best. Okay, I'm gonna shoot at him then. That's so dumb. Like, oh, I did it so well, That's what I mean by Smothered is just so much better because you don't rely on your dumbass torpedoes to hit. You can just do this. Like, of course, he doesn't hit me in this situation, right? I'm angled. Like, for him to hit me, I have to go into these. Maybe the next set he predicted like he probably launched another one if he's a good player, which he isn't. But he probably launched another one if he's a good player, which he isn't. And there's like 3 radars now, 2 radars. I'm gonna go away and spot them from a little bit further of a distance. There's someone here. Maybe they will greedily push around here. Maybe they will greedily push around here. RPF working, doing the business. They're just hiding away too much. Okay, now we learned from the situation earlier. We're looking at the minimap. We see 4 ships, 5 ships, Holland. We are leaving this flank, not entirely, but we're leaving the offense on this flank. Now they did push around greedily, and I'm gonna just stay here. If I get radared, I don't know where they are. If I don't get radared, it's fine. Yeah, like Shima doing Shima things. Like it's so funny. Like both he and I just never hit each other, and and then I just miss entirely, unless I know that I'm gonna hit him. It's so funny. Like that's the inconsistency of torpedoes right there. Like I aim for him perfectly, right? Even if I had 5 torpedoes, is he gonna go? He's think he's juking me. I don't think he's going the other way. I don't think he would do that. That's not a great idea. Okay, he's not really all that intelligent, it seems. That's fine. He doesn't need to be. I'm not gonna fire at him. I would like to fire at him, but he's gonna be maybe hopefully dumb and not turn in. Yeah, people think a smoke screen gives you invulnerability. I It doesn't really do that. Yeah, he doesn't even get unspotted. But he accidentally dodged everything, so I can just fire at him. He accidentally dodged everything. Got out of this game, man. Got out of this game. Okay. We set the cap as well. I think he's using radar. Maybe not. I think is he turning in? Is he trying to ambush me? If so, I'll use speed boost and get out of here. Ah, okay. But it's already active. Yeah, it's like already active, so it's not gonna stay active a long time. I'm gonna wait for this exactly, so that I don't die from that. And you can suck my ass. We're lucky. Yeah. Now he can suck my ass. What an absolute, what an absolute, what an absolute good play I made there. All right, we continue. What an absolute good play I made there. Like he doesn't deserve to one-shot me there, but he would have if I didn't make the juke. You know, whatever, whatever. That's how this game rolls. He's dead, by the way, right? Like, that's what I mean. But Shimakaze is sometimes just a little bit frustrating. All these top bots are. Is he gonna run it down? Plus, like that, he's a pussy, so he's gonna stay there. The other guy's also, I mean, well, the other guy's also not gonna be pushing. Oh, whoa, that's dangerous. Rhode Island radar and shit. Yeah, we are pretty far in, to be honest, into the enemy team. He only has a 9 kilometer radar, I think. However, he does have way too high speed for a battleship, cruiser actually, but only if he's actually, yeah, paying attention, which he isn't. That's good. Yeah, do I get the kill or does he just randomly dodge all of the torpedoes I perfectly aimed at his broadside? He doesn't randomly dodge torpedoes I perfectly aimed at his broadside? Something's wrong with this game. This guy's gonna radar me soon, but he's moving the wrong way. He's gonna turn in magically. Nobody would turn in, he's gonna turn in randomly. Look, look. Actually, he's still running away. Look how scared they are of Shima, it's crazy. Oh wait, he's randomly turning in like I said he would. No reason for him to turn in that way. He should just actually, yeah, he should. No, I'm just mad because oftentimes people just randomly turn in and get me spotted when there's like in this case, it makes sense for him to turn in, but oftentimes it doesn't really make sense for them to turn in or turn out and spot me. Just randomly happens accidentally. But yeah, this is a good game. Is he aware? I'm not sure. Gonna top him. He's dead. Spotting killed him. We killed him. Now, okay. How are things going? Random turn in? No. Okay, he's gonna randomly turn into those, so. Yep. Oh, he's even randomly turning in before that. Crazy. Now that is really something. You shouldn't expect, just don't expect your tops to hit. Don't aim, don't expect the tops to hit. It's like he's turning back in, but it's not gonna be enough. It's like always the same. They just are very lucky all the time. Or does he have Hydro as well? He almost has radar again, I think. It's gonna turn in for that, right? I'm gonna use smoke, bait his radar. Not radar. I magically missed with all of them. Oh, you're too dumb to dodge. Never mind. Yeah, I'm getting very frustrated when I play this game sometimes. It's like they don't deserve to get away with that. Is he using damage control party? He's not even going for me. Yes, the radar. Very good. Very good play. You shouldn't be doing this at home, by the way. I'm doing this because I'm getting annoyed at the random RNG, at the random accidental dodge. Yeah, there you go. Bye bye. All right, back into the game. We are actually we do still have a lot of ships left, and they're not even low hit points because they're all hit in the back. Look at this. I'm picking up my children. Haaland. Did Haaland preemptively top? Most likely not. So how do we play this? Haaland has pretty scary guns. He can kill us if we go bow in. Everything has scary guns in Ashima. We're just gonna randomly top. You can suck. I mean, you can suck an egg. I'm gonna spot them. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, this guy thinks you can. Oh, he's spawning, so I'm detecting him. That's pretty cool. This guy thinks he can run me down. Good. Come here. Yes, good, perfect. Come here. Run me down. Shoot. That's what I meant by Shimakaze. Shooting with Shimakaze can also be a very good thing. He's going broadside to my torpedoes, by the way, and he's not dying from that somehow. Never mind. His storms are pretty fast, so I don't actually have to worry too much. He didn't top here. And if so, I can still dodge. Yes. And we killed two DDs. Wait, who did we kill? We killed Haaland. We killed Shima. Yeah, we killed Shima. Got this guy killed. We killed this guy. We killed this guy. We are responsible for the death of like 5 people, something like that. We got 1 million potential damage and way too little spotting. That should be a lot more. I think that is because sometimes when the BB, it's like yeah, in this situation right here, Daring is spotting him. He's closest, but Conqueror is actually spotting him for some reason. Conqueror is getting the spotting damage. Game is just kind of broken. Oh no, Utrecht behind the island is getting the spotting. Playing too much World of Warships is bad for your mental health. It definitely is, yeah. But that's fine. It was a good game. It was a really good game. We did we did well. We did excellent. I think it really showed the strengths of Shima. Shima is still one of the best boats in the game. It just doesn't die and has so much power behind it. It can spot so well. Ah, yeah. I think I'd say that this was the most successful game we had. Where we lost in Smaland? Oh, that was the game where they just completely ran down the other flank. I see. How much spotting do we have here? I'm actually quite interested. It's 19. Okay, nothing. Submarine stole everything. Yes, stole. But it was still a cool game. Yeah. So this is how I play DD. I try to highlight some of the key elements of how to play DD. Now, there's a high skill ceiling in how to play DD, a very high skill ceiling, and a lot of it is also down to some tricks here and there, bait, you know, predict, etc. But the basic premise of spotting, contesting, and suppressing is all you need to do to be a good DD player. Um, when I see someone with 200,000 spotting damage, it's way more impressive and, you know, a great performance for winning and for your team than someone with 200,000 damage on a Jaeger who completely abandoned their flank to top out the enemy backline. That is irrelevant. Game is lost, but you have 200, 300k damage. Nice. Well done. I mean, irony. Just bad play, but yep. Okay. I think we got everything. I don't know if there's anything I missed. We talked about everything. Do you guys have have questions? Maybe for a part two, like a more advanced tactics guide, focusing on how to top, how to utilize the gun power, how to tactically position yourself, always showing the least angle and the least amount of broadside in a gunfight, when to take gunfights, when to stay concealed, etc. All of those more advanced tactics and strategies you can play with DDs. Then you can post that in the comments if you still have questions or if you want a part two. But for now, that's gonna be it. 1.5 hours almost of DD gameplay with a little bit of you know, talking about what I do and why I do it, and hopefully giving you guys a little bit decent insight into how to play DDs, how you can play DDs, and what you need to do good. You don't need to do a lot to do good. People in chat, people shouted at me in chat, "Oh, you suck." The only times when you like really make a mistake is if you die or if you're not spotting, not contributing to the team. I said that a couple of times. I said I'm doing something useful, and that is really what you need to do. You don't need to do everything at once. That was my issue in the beginning. I tried to do everything. I tried to spot, top, and contest, and then I just got killed because I was playing too aggressively. No, step by step, spotting most importantly, contesting. Can't repeat it often enough, and suppressing enemy DDs. Suppressing enemy DDs is kind of hard. Yeah, that is the most difficult part, definitely the most risky, and where you can actually take damage. The other two should be rather safe, and sometimes, like with Mogador, actually the games were pretty good. Sometimes with Mogador, like with Mogador, it's actually best to do nothing and to wait for an opportunity to strike. React rather than act. With Shima you can act because of the concealment. With Smalan you can act because of the gunpowder and the radar. But with other DDs, which don't really have this kind of advantage, you can't act, you have to react. This ship is excellent at spotting, it's really good, or it's not really good, but it's good at topping, but its concealment is definitely a deficit. But I still like Mogador a lot. It goes like 60 knots or something when concealed, so kind of a little bit of a junkie for that. But yeah, that was the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you learned something. Have a nice day.